My Mansfield Park is where I start my morning.
My Mansfield Parks are for making memories with my family.
My Mansfield Parks are a great place for my family and I to hang out together and spend time in nature.
What do the parks mean to you? Explore the first draft of the Mansfield Parks and Recreation 10-year master plan, then let us know what you think. This is your city, and these are your parks. Help us build a better Mansfield today. We start by looking at our inventory. Right now, Mansfield has about 76,000 residents. The average age is 35, and the average income is about $125,000. 80% of our homes are families, and a third of the population is under 18, but our fastest growing segment is over 55. In 10 years, planners expect Mansfield to have over 100,000 residents, up to 200,000 by the time the city is completely built out. Currently, Mansfield has about 1,000 acres of parkland, including 20 parks, 5 public-private partners, 5 miles of trails, and a number of specialty parks and amenities. Recreation programs are offered at the Mansfield Activity Center, which sees over 180,000 visitors each year for a variety of classes from toddlers through seniors. So we know what we have, but what do we need? Park standards are industry-wide calculations for the amenities needed based on population. Currently, Mansfield already needs 5 playgrounds and over 100 acres of parkland. With the projected population growth over the next 10 years, that jumps to 14 playgrounds, 250 acres, and a number of amenities to serve those residents. Location is also very important. 45% of residents currently live in the Northeast area, which has the fewest number of parks and only 2 playgrounds. And only 20% of all Mansfield residents are within a 10-minute walk to the park. Our parks are aging too. The average equipment is 8.9 years old, nearing the industry standard 10 to 15-year lifespan. We also looked at how Mansfield stacks up against neighboring cities with a similar size and economic makeup. Grapevine, for example, has fewer residents, but far more aquatics and 5 times the miles of trails. North Richland Hills has fewer acres than Mansfield and a similar playground count, but still more aquatics and trail mileage. Flower Mound is closer in park acreage, but has a large rec center with indoor-outdoor aquatics and more than double the number of playgrounds. We know what we have, but what do we want? We asked, you answered, and we listened. Overwhelmingly, residents said the most important existing amenities to them are the trails, playgrounds, and natural spaces. Our top requests for new additions were neighborhood parks for closer access, pools and aquatic facilities, natural spaces, playgrounds, and recreation centers with fitness. The least requested additions were sports fields of all kinds and mountain bike trails. Overall, our residents feel like our facilities and options have improved over the last 5 years. Based on all this information, what should we do? Our committee set 6 main goals. First, increase access to parks and programs, regardless of location, age, ability, or interest. Next, enhance existing parks, upgrading aging facilities and adding new features to give more ways to play and a more comfortable experience. We want to improve residents' quality of life by providing safe and engaging spaces to come together with friends, family, and neighbors for both fitness and fun. We must increase our recreation opportunities, adding more aquatic options and better fitness facilities. We should preserve natural spaces, increasingly important as our city continues expanding. And finally, we want to cultivate community pride by building parks, programs, and events that our residents can be proud of and our visitors want to experience. Big dreams take big action, so we've identified 4 focus areas to start. First, our playgrounds are aging and not well distributed. We need to upgrade those facilities, add shade and other features, and look for new areas to build parks or add amenities to existing spaces. Next, our recreation is lacking. We have urgent need for more aquatics and fitness. We'll start by expanding the MAC, then build a new rec center with aquatics, add splash pads to new and existing parks when possible, and add outdoor fitness and other amenities to existing parks. Trails are a high priority, but our mileage is lacking. We must complete the Walnut Creek Linear Trail and begin work on the Spine Trail, which will add connections around the outer loop of the city, as well as the Central Trail from north to south. Finally, our athletic fields need major renovations. We do not need more fields, but we do need much better fields. We must start by building Southwest Community Park as a large sports complex, then renovate Skinner from the ground up. All fields need some improvements to bring us up to current standards. The full list of all projects, including large citywide projects and smaller neighborhood-specific development, can be found on our website. We've got a lot to do, but how do we pay for it? Most Mansfield Parks and Recreation operations are funded through a half-cent sales tax, not property taxes. But that only covers current operations, not major projects. Additional funding may be available from other sources, like grants, developer fees, or a bond election. Mansfield residents overwhelmingly support our parks and programs, with 73% rating them a good or great value for the money. In fact, 88% of residents are likely or very likely to support a bond election for a park project if needed. So what's next? Now's your chance to get involved. We need your feedback to make sure all the plans and projects are on the right track for the Mansfield you want to see. Take the survey, attend the public meeting, or get involved in any of the online conversations we'll be having over the next few weeks. All the feedback we collect over the next few weeks will be used to develop our final plan, which will be presented to the Park Board, Planning and Zoning, and City Council for approval. Most importantly, we need your help. We want to know, what do Mansfield Parks mean to you? This is your city, and these are your parks. Help us build a better Mansfield today.